Back in the NFC Championship game. What's going on, everybody? Spunky991 coming guys another video. So for me, there was never a doubt the Eagles were going to win this game. I was very confident that we were going to win this game, but I did not expect the Eagles to dominate the way they dominated. I thought this was going to be a close fight between the Eagles and the Giants. The Eagles beat the Giants by a score of 38-7. They advanced to the NFC Championship game. Their 7th NFC Championship appearance since 2000. This is their first appearance in the NFC Championship game since their 2017-18 Super Bowl winning season. A year, of course, where the Eagles had the #1 seed in the playoffs as well, and home field advantage throughout the playoffs. So yet again, the 2022-23 NFC Championship game will be in Philadelphia again. Like I said, Eagles come in this game and just absolutely dominate the New York Giants throughout. The questions about Jalen Hurts, about his arm and how he's feeling, we heard it, throughout the broadcast. They were going on about all game. But for what I saw today, Jalen Hurts is going to be just fine. The Eagles are going to be just fine. Like I said, broadcast kept going on about it, but Jalen Hurts looked great. He looked great throughout the game. The Eagles' offense was just so pointing, and they were back to being what they were prior to Jalen Hurts' injury. Just great to watch. Now, I tried to tell you, New York Giant fans. New York Giant fans were, they were coming to this game very hyped up and talking about, we barely beat their backups in the last, the Week 18 matchup against the New York Giants. I tried to tell New York Giant fans that the Eagles did not care about how many points they put up against the backups in that last game. The only thing that mattered to the Eagles in that game was winning, winning that game, winning the division, getting #1 seed. They ran a very bland, vanilla offense. They did that on purpose because Nick Sirianni knew that there was definitely a possibility that the Eagles could see the Giants again in the playoffs, and he did not want to give away his play calling. He did not want to give away his playbook. I kept trying to tell Giants fans that it was a very generic offense. We were doing just what we had to do to win the game. Nick Sirianni, very smart coach in there. We did not throw our cards out there for you guys to have it on tape. the Eagles opened up the playbook in this game like we knew they were going to do, and dominate the New York Giants 38-7. Now, to the New York Giant fans out there, I do think you guys have a pretty good team in the making there. There's definitely potential there. Just a rough day for you guys. The Philadelphia Eagles did what they had to do. They just absolutely dominate this team, and they're going to the NFC Championship game. Feels great to say that. But starting off in this game, Eagles get the ball first. Jalen Hurts comes out there, just looking phenomenal. A big pass down the field to Devontae Smith that really got the thing going. The Eagles cap off the first drive with a touchdown pass to Dallas Goedert. Eagles up 7-0. Eagles on defense get a 3-and-out on the New York Giants offense. Eagles get the ball again, driving down the field, another touchdown. 14-0. Devontae Smith. Touchdown pass from Jalen Hurts to Devontae Smith. Next New York Giants possession. Giants get towards midfield. Interception thrown by Daniel Jones. Eagles get the ball back. They don't score any points with that drive, but doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. The Eagles defense holds, and Eagles get the ball back. They score again. Touchdown run. 21-0. Throughout that first half, the Eagles were just dominant on offense and defense. They end up scoring yet another touchdown at the end of the first half to go to halftime up 28-0. Just dominating performance in that first half. Second half, of course, the New York Giants get the ball first. Eagles force a 3-and-out. Eagles offensively, a drive that did start off promising, but didn't resort to any points. Giants get the ball back. They were able to go down the field to score on the wildcat play. Score is now 28-7. Eagles go on a very long drive that chewed up quite a bit of time. Disappointing that it didn't end with a touchdown, but the Eagles get a field goal. It chewed up quite a bit of time. Eagles get a field goal. They go up 31-7. The New York Giants just could not get in the rhythm at all. Eagles defense was just dominating. One last touchdown by the Eagles at the end of the game. Kenneth Gainwell on a run that sealed the game, but Kenneth Gainwell was looking for more. He puts up one more touchdown for the Eagles. 38-7 was the final score. Now there is one thing I gotta call out, because it was AJ Brown. I hope everything's all right with AJ Brown. There were times where he was grabbing for his hamstrings. Jalen Hurts tried to go for the dagger touchdown pass late in the game, late in the fourth quarter. It was right there for AJ Brown. He didn't see the ball. He went down grabbing his hamstrings, but he got up and walked off the field, and he never returned back to the game. They showed him a couple times on the sideline. He was very visibly upset. Hopefully AJ Brown is going to be fine. Hopefully he's fine. That did catch my eye. And I'm like, I hope that the frustration is just him being frustrated that he didn't get, that he didn't catch that touchdown, and obviously he wanted to be more of a factor in the game. But in this game, it really didn't matter. The Eagles, they were in control of this game throughout. AJ Brown used that frustration that you was having. Go ahead and use that frustration for the NFC Championship game. Give us a big game against our eventual opponent in the NFC Championship game. So that did catch my eye. You know, him being frustrated. I'm assuming the frustration is that he didn't, you know, he wasn't able to come down with that touchdown, what should have been a touchdown. Use that as motivation and take it out on whoever we face in the NFC Championship game. Going over the numbers in this game, like I said, the Eagles offensively were very smooth throughout the game. Jalen Hurts didn't put up a whole lot of numbers passing, but the throws that he did make, he was very phenomenal. 16 for 24, 154 yards passing. He had 2 passing touchdowns. Kenneth Gainwell, when it came to rushing, Kenneth Gainwell, 12 carries for 112 yards, 9.3 average a carry. He had a touchdown. The last touchdown for the Eagles of the game. Miles Sanders, 17 carries for 90 yards, 5.0 yards a carry. Jalen Hurts ran 9 times for 34 yards, 3.8 yards a carry. He had a touchdown as well. Boston Scott, 6 carries for 32 yards, 5.3 average a carry. He had a touchdown as well. Devontae Smith, 6 carries, when it came to receiving, 6 catches for 61 yards, 10.2 average a catch. He had a touchdown, receiver touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 5 catches for 58 yards, 11.6 yards average a catch. He had a receiver touchdown. A.J. Brown, 3 catches for 22 yards, 7.3 average a catch. Kenneth Gainwell, 1 catch for 9 yards. Zach Pascal, 1 catch for 4 yards. Defensively, like I said, defense overall was phenomenal this game. Hassan Reddick, he had 4 tackles, 1 tackle assist. He had a sack and a half. Darius Slay, 4 tackles, 1 tackle assist. Marcus Epps, 3 tackles, 2 tackle assists. Chauncey Garner, 3 tackles. Reed Blankenship, 2 tackles, 3 tackle assists. Fletcher Cox, 3 tackles, 2 tackle assists. He also had a sack. T.J. Edwards, 2 tackles, 2 tackle assists. Brandon Graham, 2 tackles, 1 sack. James Bradbury, 2 tackles. And also the interception that I was talking about earlier, intercepted Daniel Jones. Jordan Davis, 2 tackles. Josh Sweat, 1 tackle, 2 tackle assists, 1 sack and a half. Javon Hargrave, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Robert Quinn, 1 tackle. Kazir White, 1 tackle. Josiah Scott, 1 tackle. Josh Joby, 1 huge tackle at the end of the game, like a huge tackle in the end of the game. Kavon Wallace, tackle assist. Laval Joseph, tackle assists. When it came to kicking, Jake Elliott, he was 1 for 1. 30-yard field goal. Extra points, he was perfect. When it came to punting, Brett Kern, 3 punts for 129 yards. So, yeah. Just a dominating performance. You know, I was not expecting the Eagles to win as easily as they won this game. Like I said to myself, you know, look, the Giants are, you know, we're clearly the better team, no doubt about it. We dominated this team in the first matchup in Week 14, but I was like, the Giants are definitely a better team since then, and they are a division rival. So coming to this game, I was like, okay, you know, it's gonna be a fight. I thought it was gonna be a close game. I said 35-28 in my preview. Eagles just go into this game and they just absolutely dominated, especially that first half. 28 points they put up on the Giants defense in that first half. Second half, they put up 10 points the second half. Just a great performance, man. Just a great team win, a great dominating team win, and it feels great to say, man, the Eagles are back in the NFC Championship game. That just feels great to say. 7th NFC Championship game appearance since 2000. The first NFC Championship game appearance since the 2017-18 season. that year the Eagles were also number 1 seed, and they cruised to the Super Bowl. Beating of course the Falcons in that divisional game, and of course beating the Vikings in the championship game. Now the Eagles are waiting to see who their opponent is going to be, who is going to have to come to Philadelphia to play us in the NFC Championship game. You got the 49ers and the Cowboys playing tomorrow. I'm rooting for the 49ers to win that game because I want the Cowboys out of the playoffs, but yeah, it's going to be either one of those teams, of course, because those are, the 49ers and the Cowboys are the only 2 other remaining NFC playoff teams. So, going to sit back tomorrow and watch, root for the 49ers to win that game, and then when 49ers come to Philadelphia, we'll worry about the 49ers next week. If that's a fact who we play. So, yeah. Just a dominating performance, man. Definitely took me by surprise. I definitely was not expecting, the Eagles to dominate the way they did. But let this be, let this set the tone for the remainder of this postseason. Let's go out there and dominate whoever we have to play next week. And then, of course, if we all know what game is next after that. Let's let this be what continues to fuel us going forward, because I feel like this team, man, there's something very special about this team. I said it, throughout the regular season, that I thought this team was actually better than that 2017-18 Super Bowl team. But they have to win it all. They have to win it all. My expectations coming to this season were, hey, make the play, win the division, make the playoffs, win a playoff game, and for me that would have been a win this season. But with the way this team has been playing all season, the expectations, of course, have gone up. The expectations are this team is good enough to win it all, which they are. We are in position to win it all. Let's continue to ride the momentum. Let's continue to handle our business. Like I said, man, Eagles, Giant fans were saying that the Eagles, barely beat their backups. But I'm like, how quickly they forget just how we dominated them in the Week 14 matchup. And I said, you cannot sit there and say, because we beat your backups in a close game in the Week 18 matchup, that's an indicator of anything. I feel like they were starting to feel themselves quite a bit after they went to Minnesota and knocked out the Vikings. I've been saying for a while that the Vikings, I felt, were a fraudulent team. Not to take anything away from the Giants, but I didn't feel like the Vikings were as good as they wanted to believe that they were. But the Giants, that was an impressive win by them. Daniel Jones played his best game of his career in that game. But I was like, we're not the Minnesota Vikings. We are not the Minnesota Vikings. Don't think you're gonna come in here and it's gonna be a easy win for you or anything like that. I said, hey, I'm not gonna underestimate the Giants, but I'm not afraid of the Giants. I am very confident in my team that we will get the job done. I thought it was gonna be a close game, like I said, but the Eagles just absolutely dominated New York Giants. The Eagles that last game were just focused on winning the game. They ran a very generic offense. They did not open the playbook up for smart reasons. This game, they opened the playbook up. There was one play in particular where Nick Sirianni completely fooled me, and I know he fooled the Giants, where they set up and looked like they were gonna do the quarterback sneak. Jalen Hurts pitches it off to the running back, and the running back runs for a first down. That right there is open the playbook, not revealing tricks, because that was definitely a trick that completely fooled the New York Giants there. So Nick Sirianni, he knew that, you know, this is the team that we were possibly going to see again in the playoffs. Turns out we were going to see them our next game, you know, because obviously we did not play in the wild card game, the wild card round. He knew that we were probably going to see this team again, and he made sure that we did not put on tape anything for them to be able to use against us. So very smart coaching by Nick Sirianni. Very good game called by Nick Sirianni. I had to give Shane Steichen, our offensive coordinator. I had to give Jonathan Gannon, who I've been the most critical of, but I had to give him his props. He called a very good game defensively against the New York Giants. Just dominate performance, man. You know, this is a very good football team, and I do believe that we can win it all. 2 more games. I do believe that we can win it all. We'll see what happens. Let's just kick back tomorrow, though, and watch stress-free football tomorrow. Well, I shouldn't say stress-free, because I have rooting interest in quite a bit of those games, especially that Dallas and San Fran game, of course. But, you know, yeah, just sit back and watch the games tomorrow. But our Birds are back in the NFC Championship game. That feels great to see. That feels great to say. After a 38-7 dominated win over the New York Giants, which is a eerily similar score to the NFC Championship game in 2018, obviously the Eagles and the Vikings, that game. Very eerily similar, of course. But the Eagles are back in the NFC Championship game, 1 game away from the Super Bowl. I cannot wait for the NFC Championship game. But let's enjoy this win. Let's sit back and watch what happens tomorrow. But as always, go Birds, fly Eagle fly. I'm out of here. Peace.
That's all, folks.